This could be the most lofted fairway wood I think I've ever seen. But for most golfers, would it make sense? Let's find out, and let's do it now.
Oh, yes please.
Hi everyone, James Robinson here. If you're new to the channel and this is your very first time watching my content, first of all, welcome to the channel, and second of all, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave. On this channel, I bring you guys daily golf-related content every single day to help you raise your game, hopefully help you lower your handicap, generally, just to get you enjoying golf loads more. In today's video, I have the most lofted fairway wood I think I've ever seen. It is a Tailor-made M6 9 wood. Yep, you heard that right. 9 wood. Now before you go all guns blazing and start saying how much of a ridiculous idea this is, a 9 wood, what a joke, how ridiculous, no one would need a 9 wood. Who remembers the Callaway 11 Heaven, the 11 wood? That thing was such a good golf club for a lot of golfers, and actually if a lot more golfers would have used it, they probably would have been better from 160, 70, 80, maybe even 200 yards. This 9 wood is 24 degrees. The same degrees as my 4 iron. So I'm going to put it to the test. I'm going to hit a bunch of shots with the 9 wood, a bunch of shots with my very own beautiful, sexy, gorgeous guitar like these things, with my very own JPX919 Tour 4 iron, and I'm going to have a look at the differences. Not only the differences in distance, but the differences in dispersion, in forgiveness, in everything. Shaft lengthwise, there are a couple of inches in it, so the 9 wood is longer than the 4 iron. But guys, I want you to hit those comments below. What do you think is going to be the big difference between this Tailor-made 9 wood and my very own 4 iron?
Oh, yes please.
You see, now I know what you're all thinking. A 9 wood, where do we draw the line? Do we go with a 10 wood, 11 wood? What about a full bag of woods? Well, if I'm being honest, if you offered somebody like my old man a full bag of woods, and it would definitely improve his game, and improve his enjoyment of the game, then why wouldn't you take it? Oh, wow. Now, while when you do look down at this club, it does look very, very lofted, obviously because it's a 9 wood, the face does actually look quite small, but it feels amazing when you get it out of the middle. And actually, it doesn't feel that bad when you don't. Take that shot there, for example. That was struck out of there, as you can see on that club face. That isn't a terrible result. Now, obviously, you could go hybrid, you could go a couple of other different options, and it will depend on what kind of golf course you play. You can see with those ball flights, for me, those on a links course aren't going to be very good. However, if you're playing a US Open style course, really thick, rough, really soft greens, and a long course where you need to land it soft, would you consider this? Looking at this, I think I would. Are we expecting the 4 iron to go further than this? I think I probably am. The amount of times I've hit this, it's 200 on the nose, straight down the middle with a little bit of fade, out the middle of the club face. Speechless. Now I did get the idea of this video when I did my zero lofted iron test. I'm thinking, what kind of extreme clubs can I test? And then in our very own pro shop, I walked past this baby. So these things are in pro shops up and down the country. So make sure if you're looking for something, in fact, let's test the 4 iron first. Okay, one more, purely because I'm enjoying it. Oh. Ah. 9 wood. Right guys, that is 8 shots hit with the 9 wood. Now I'm going to hit a bunch of shots with the 4 iron. I'm not going to talk you through them all because I've tested these things till they're blue in the teeth. They're fantastic, they're gorgeous, they're beautiful. So just bear with me while I hit 8 of the best, hopefully. That was very nearly an unmentionable. There's the one. That's the money shot. Now, definitely there, I felt a huge difference in forgiveness. in that this thing isn't offering that much. I don't know if I got lazy with the swing there. I did get into a bit of a rhythm toward the middle of the test, but towards the end, and specifically at the beginning, wasn't swinging that great, ball wasn't coming out the middle, and that's a huge difference. When the ball doesn't come out the middle of this thing, you don't really feel or see that much of a difference. It's going to be really interesting to see what the differences are in ball speed, spin, dispersion, and obviously distance. Let's find out. I mean, just look at this difference in trajectory. 9 wood, 4 iron. 9 wood, 4 iron. Wow. So let's start with the 4 iron that I carry in my bag. Now, a couple of good swings and a few bad swings in there really. Average distance at 95, a club speed at 95.6, which creates a ball speed of 125.7, spin of 4,100, which is pretty good for a 4 iron. I love to see it around that number, and an efficiency rating of 1.3. What about said 9 wood? Now the 9 wood, I absolutely creamed a couple of them. And again, even the bad ones, I think the worst one's down there at 189, whereas the worst one with the 4 iron is down there at 187. So actually not a huge difference there, is there? So looking at both clubs together, 9 wood on top, 4 iron on bottom. An average total of 202 as opposed to 195, so the 9 wood is going 7 yards further. Ball speed up nearly 10 miles an hour on the 4 iron, and the club head speed's up 3 miles an hour as well. Higher efficiency rating, spinning at 1300 more, and look at that for a difference in height. Just look at those two differences. Wow. Looking at the groupings, we have the 4 iron in red and the 9 wood in blue. So you can see how it is a much tighter grouping with the 4 iron because I managed to control it. I'm used to that a little bit more. However, the 9 wood, if we look at it kind of this way here, much more of a lateral grouping, but probably a better front to back grouping. So in actual fact, I guess I've got to look at that and think, well, which one performed better? Obviously, you'd have to do testing on the course. You'd have to do testing in different conditions. This thing would be no good for me on a lot of courses because if there's a breath of wind, it's going to get taken away. And I can rely on the 4 iron. I can play it down. The differences weren't that big. But I think for a lot of players, maybe a lot of players who struggle to get the ball flighted, TaylorMade are making clubs like this for you. These things could absolutely revolutionise your game from perhaps 150 up to 200 and something yards. I would definitely look at putting something like this in. Say if I was going to America and I know the golf courses were going to play long, I know they were going to play soft, I could land it soft on the green. That wouldn't be an issue because it's flying high, it's spinning a lot, but it's still travelling. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed that. That's something a little bit different today. 24 degree 9 wood. Hit those comments below. What else would you like to see me test on the extreme levels? We've had the 0 degree lofted iron. Now we've had the 9 wood. I have got a few different things in the pipeline for you, so I'm very excited about that. As always, thanks for watching. Make sure you do hit that subscribe button before you leave. And if you have enjoyed that content, please leave a like. Comment below what would you like to see next. And as always, I'll see you tomorrow.